Welcome back to the orange-bellied Parrot Pentathlon. We are in the Duet portion of the tournament. We roll the top group. Mongo, we have Michelodon, who we lose against all the time in tournament, and Kitty B Swag. We're playing right now, arguably the greatest 2v2 player in the world. Extremely strong player, and generally very, very difficult to beat. So given our tournament situation, we basically have to win out to have any chance. Not looking good for us. We have a terrible starting hand. We're going to keep Pukeko as our wetlands option. Benelli's Eagle because it's extremely strong. And then make decisions. I actually don't know if keeping Pukeko is right here. I think maybe we should be doing Flamingo. And kind of rolling the dice like that. But I do see this Magpie Lark in tray. And I can see a world where what we can do is we can do Pukeko into the wetlands. You spend the fish as the wild resource, which is really important. Take the fish extra space, sorry, extra card space. Grab the Magpie Lock, play the Magpie Lock, and then we can start drawing. And I think maybe that's going to be okay with the Pukeko. I mean, me and the Pukeko do not get along. I think this bird. Either I consistently overvalue it, or I just have a terrible time with it, because I think this bird is just terrible. I really, really do. But it is, there is a world here where we can very efficiently get down the Pukeko, play the necessary grasslands bird to enable it to start laying eggs, and do it all without losing significant amounts of tempo. The main drawback is that we have no food options, so we will have to spend a turn taking food, throwing a card to get that extra food, and then playing the bird. So that is a bit of a problem. Maybe the turkey vulture is interesting. Normally not a bird you consider, but on Duet, the cavity nest space, you can play the turkey vulture, take the bonus space that's got the cavity nest, and get the bonus resource from that. So maybe the turkey vulture maybe could make sense. I'm not saying it does, I'm saying maybe. These are the considerations you have to make on Duet, which is really, I'm becoming more and more of a fan of Duet as time goes on. I think originally I was a little bit too concerned about the advantage of going first. I also think now it does give more tools to the players to express their skill. So maybe those two things balance each other out. I'm not sure. But yeah, I do think Duet is a very interesting game mode, and I am a little bit disappointed that Americas didn't expand on it. I very much hope that the next expansion does something similar. Although I don't know if we can deal with hummingbirds and Duet running at the same time. Kitty plays American Robin, so she's off to a fantastic start. We can't really get a bonus space here, unfortunately, but we can at least connect to the Magpie Lark to the Pukeko. So we'll take that as a modest victory. Whereas Kitty's got a fantastic start. She's already taken up bonus food space. She's going to be taking food, cycling cards, and finding good things, presumably. So we'll see how it goes. In Duet, I think if you're going first, you should be trying to win the first end of round. I think tying or losing... I mean, if you can lose, that's fine. But I think by default, if you do nothing, that is a bad thing. Grey-Lag Goose is really good in this game mode, especially with the last end of round. That is a fantastic find. Love to see that. I think, yeah, so going first, you want to... Like, losing is good, because then you can go first again in the next round. Tying is terrible. Absolutely terrible. And winning is okay. Because the logic here is that if you tie, the turn order still reverses. So going second, I think your best outcome is to tie or lose. Whereas going first, I think you want to win or lose. So there's a little bit of a dynamic there. So you do want to try and win if your opponent is looking like they want to tie you. So things to think about in the future. We're picking up some kind of okay stuff. Like Witchtail Eagle isn't terrible. Fox Nutcracker is like considerable because we have Omni. But we're not really finding the birds we really need to win this game yet. Looking at that cavity spot again, maybe that turkey vulture is calling out to me, but I think Kitty is going to play one of the nuthatches and take that spot. So maybe not something that we're going to get our hands on. We'll get a grey wagtail. That could be interesting. A little bit of extra food. That's nice. We'll be tempted into this turkey vulture. Might be. I mean, free food is free food. No, we're not. We get yellow throat instead. That is a-okay in my book. Difficult decision to make here. I think wagtail is sufficiently interesting to play. It does mean that if we play the wagtail, we're going to have way too many eggs. Now, we already got 3 from this Pukeko. And then if we're going to activate the wagtail a bunch of times, we will have just too many eggs. Maybe not a bad problem to have. Yeah, we're very much hoping that if we can find teal, play another bird, that the grey wagtail will combo with that very, very nicely. So definitely things to keep in mind. Let's see what Kitty's going to do. I suspect she's going to play bird. I think she's going to play the nuthatch or the chickadee. I forget which one was in the tray. And then just start assembling a really strong forest engine. I think forest engine's really good, especially when you just cycle cards. Let's see what she does. Let's just skip it along a little bit. Clearly a difficult decision. Alright, so she does play the nuthatch. She took an extra food. We're going to throw something. Probably the specific black duck. Not that interested in you. We do pull a nectar. And we have time to play this grab wagtail, take eggs, and then set ourselves up for something. I mean, I don't know if this grab wagtail is great, but I think it's better than the alternative of doing. I mean, it's this or Clark's Nutcracker, right? And I think maybe there are reasons to believe that grey wagtail is going to provide more value over the course of the game. Just getting those 2 extra food. Neither of us playing for this end of round, which is a little bit annoying. But as the going first player, I do feel compelled to like have to break this tie. So I need to put this bird somewhere. Okay, Kitty's actually gone to the edge. That solves my problem there. I don't have to play for the end. I can just take this worm spot. Really strong worm spot for me, actually. That allows me to kind of segment her kind of forest plays, and I'm kind of connecting everything together, looking like a nice little wall that we can build. It means we will lose the end of round, which is really good. Losing this first end of round, as I mentioned, strategically valuable. Being able to go first when the tray is fresh is a huge advantage. It may mean that we're able to find a really powerful bird that allows us to get our game underway, because we do have some pretty decent things as is, but we still need some more pieces to bring it all together. So let's see. What food do we want to take? Do we want to take rats or do we want to take seeds? I think I'm going to probably throw a food if we end up in... throw the food to reset the tray if we have to, so maybe it doesn't matter. This is a very scary forest, by the way. Finch, nuthatch, robin, 3 points a turn, getting food, seeing new cards. She does need to find a card source to kind of keep that fed. A mandarin duck would be incredible for her, or a Shiroti shell duck would be fine as well. Okay, so we'll just take 2 seeds and be on our way. We lose first end of round, but that's okay. Adjutant comes up. Spotted Sandpiper, that's fantastic for her. That gives her 3 cards, and she can do good things with that. We definitely want this Adjutant. Wilson Storm Petrel, love to see that. Okay. Now we're in a little bit of a tricky position. I think, what do we do? What do we do? Getting a free card, maybe this will change our mind. Blue Ring Warbler. Definitely, so we'll take the fish and a nectar here. I think that's fine. I think we want to play Fox Nutcracker. Is it Clark's? Oh, whatever the one we have is. They're all the same. Play that into the game. Because we do need this extra food, and then try and get Wilson Storm Petrel into the game. Once we get Wilson Storm Petrel in, I think we're in a decent spot. At least then we don't have any card, like, we don't have card problems as is, but we do have, like, game-winning card problems, so... Nice spin the fish, yeah. Do it this way. Nice and easy. Take it off the Magpie Luck. Wonderful. We will complete the wall, and that gonna make it very difficult for her to connect all the tokens together, but I can already see that she's pivoting off to the bottom left of the wetlands, so... It might be a situation where we're just gonna split the map in two, but we'll see how it goes. I do hope that if they ever do more Duet content, that they include a Duet randomizer board. I think that would be really, really, really huge. I think it would do a lot. Sacred Kingfisher, interesting play. Get the free egg. Makes a ton of sense. Yeah, Wilson Storm Petrel has to be the play. And we... Ah, damn. Throw a card? Yeah, throw the card. Throw the yellow throat. We don't need that anymore. Take the fish. Reroll. Try and get a seed. Do we cash it? Do we take it? We have to take it here, don't we? I think it's still early in the game. You can definitely find a lot of utility through having extra food at this point. Yeah, we do have to be a little bit mindful now of how she's going to connect. Maybe Wilson Storm Petrel for the ground nest could be interesting. Got this adjutant later on that can maybe connect one of like the food spots, but maybe we can leverage the star nest to grab the ground nest spot. Let's see. White Stork. Ooh, okay, Big Bird. Big Bird coming into the game from Kitty. That has solved her card problems, if she even had any. I don't know about this worm spot. I think the ground nest spot is probably a little bit better. Okay, it's not the end of the world. I don't think it's terrible, but maybe the ground nest might have been a little bit more pragmatic. I guess we still have the Grey-Lag Goose. Maybe we want to use that instead to do the ground nest spot. That's probably what I'm thinking. No guarantee it'll be there when we get there, though. Alright, what do we got? We are in a little bit of an awkward situation, actually. So we're going to be able to use Wilson Storm Petrel like twice now. A bit awkward. We basically want to do... What do we want to do? We want to do play... Do we do egg draw? This is really awkward now, actually. What have I done? I've run out of time to do the things that I want to do. So, okay, we're gonna... I don't know about this. God, that's so unfortunate. We missed the seed on the reroll. I don't know about this. This is a bit spooky. I feel like... Maybe I just want to get Grey-Lag Goose into the game. Because Grey-Lag will tie at the end of round. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Don't like that. So now we can't activate Grey Wagtail, and we gave her an extra food from the Kingfisher. It's very, very awkward. Very, very, very awkward. California Quail comes up. We cannot afford to take it. We're going to play Blooming Warbler. Okay. But we might be trying to sneak a Grey-Lag in there. I think Grey-Lag is probably the right play. I think Grey-Lag is good here. Like, Grey-Lag is fantastic for the next the remaining end of rounds, and I really think we need to play it. It does limit Storm Petrel's ability to be good, but one of those trade-offs you have to make. Yeah, I don't know about this. I mean, this Warbler is not very good. It's not doing much. Yeah, I'm not sure that was the play. I know I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to being able to get the fourth column on the forest activated quickly, but I think we have to play for the end of round here. I think Grey Lag was the clear decision. The clear best decision in this situation. That would have put us at 7. I think Kitty is going to go to 7 as well. We can tie, and maybe that's okay. I'm not sure. Yeah, not feeling great about this board, and yeah, playing Wilson Storm Petrel. I mean, if you're not going to use it, don't play it. Would have just been straight up better to play Grey Lag Goose if we were not intending on activating Wilson Storm Petrel this round. And she plays Ready Shelduck. A great compliment to everything else she's got going, so yep. Taking away a fish spot as well. Very useful fish spot. Yeah, she wins total on map. So we could have tied that. So I kind of feel like we did kind of screw up there a little bit. But that's fine. We are going to draw. We find Atlantic Puffin. That's nice. We love to see Puffin. I'm going to discard an egg to see an extra card. I don't hate that. Don't love it. Don't hate it. Rosie Starling's come up. Maybe that's a little bit interesting. I guess you take Rosie Starling. I don't think we're going to play it, but it's the most interesting of the options, I suppose. There is a race to get this rat spot. Rat and ground nest spot, I think. So in the forest there's a rat spot, and right next to it is the wetlands ground spot. So I think there's an argument to just slam Benelli here into the forest, just to take that spot away. We do want to play Wedgetail Eagle also in the forest at some point. I'm not, no, this is not good. Don't like this, don't like this. No, don't like it, don't do it. I think we needed to get Benelli into the game. Yeah, I know we're going to throw a card for the extra food, which is correct, but it doesn't feel good. I think that gives Kitty too many opportunities to take stuff away, because I think as soon as if she can get that ground nest spot, and I was kind of calling it out when I played Wilson Storm Petrel. I was like, I think maybe that ground nest spot is more important. Just to kind of like cut everything off. We're gonna play Wedgetail Eagle, which makes sense. And we're gonna take the rat spot, which again makes sense. But you know, we're now in a race to see who can get the ground nest spot. And we could have just played Wedgetail Eagle to connect along the top, because there's a platform nest spot that would have connected the Blue Wing Warbler to everything else. We've gone for the gamble, and let's see if we get punished. So Rainbow Lorikeet comes in. Yeah, this is now a very, very big deal. Very late Lorikeet. I guess she's just really hurting on food, which makes sense. He does only have a Sacred Kingfisher to kind of keep her fed. Alright, let's see. Godwit, there you go. Alright, so there's that very, very critical ground nest spot. Very unfortunate. Now, my Wedgetail Eagle play has been pretty much completely neutralized. Very disappointing. Rosie Starling can go bye-bye. We don't need you anymore. And that's going to allow us to... This Clark's Nutcracker has really let us down this game. We've had to overspend on multiple occasions, and it's just kind of not worked out for us. And we're now also going to lose this end of round, because there's no way for us to complete all of the things. So to get a token in each row. So that is also somewhat annoying. I'm really... like, Yeah, Wilson's was a trap. We really should have played Grey-Eyed Goose. That would have done a lot more for us. And we could have absolutely have tied this end of round with without playing Wilson. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But that's one of these difficult games where like you don't really have any tempo, so any mistake you make is just like exponentially punished. I'm gonna play Grey-Eyed Goose as we've been flagging for a while. This definitely needs to come in. There's a world where maybe we can grab that cavity nest spot, but we'll see if we can get the puffin in time. I think it will definitely be our top priority at the start of next round, is to take food and then lamb the puffin. So looking at what we need to do in the rest of this game, we want to play puffin, we want to play adjutant, we want to play Benelli. We have magpie lock to play the Benelli, so we don't have to be urgent on that. We do need to get food to play adjutant and puffin. So we're going to get some food from this wagtail, which is very good because we desperately need that extra food. And then it's not so bad here. I think we can do everything we want to do. We do food, puffin, cards. Well, we might be short eggs. Might be short on eggs. Oh, we're going drawing immediately. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree with that. Yeah, I think we have miscalculated our eggs. Means I think we have to sacrifice the adjutant. Yes, this is somewhat annoying now. And we gave away a ton of nectar just then. I think that was also a mistake. I think we should have gone straight for the food. It would have been a bit better for us to do that. Actually, we can... No, we can't play the adjutant because the Magpie Lark only plays in the grasslands. Maybe we could do Magpie Lark into Indian Vulture or something. Just awkward because I feel like... I think our egg problem is very, very, very real. We might have to do Benelli into the grasslands for the extra egg to make everything work. And then we're not spending any nectar into the grasslands, which is a problem. Not great. Yeah, now Kitty's got infinite nectar because the feeder was really good. Yeah, we've made a couple mistakes in this game. We failing to capitalize on that 3 nectar. 3 nectar feeder was a big mistake. Bigger mistake than it looked. Can we afford to throw a card? I think we can. Just throw for a fish. Yeah, we're not going to play the reed warbler. Let's take the fish. Actually, we should have thrown Sandhill Crane. We might have played the reed warbler. Which illegal misses. We'll definitely take the cash here. I don't think we need the seed. Never mind. I think I'm just panicking a little bit. I think that's a miscalculation. He doesn't read... maybe the reed warbler doesn't even hit anything in the wetlands at the moment because all the good spots are taken. It's possible. Oh yeah, it has to be Benelli, egg, puffin. And then play the Indian Vulture. Or do Indian Vulture now and then the exact same sequence. But I think you want to play Benelli first for a number of reasons. Grassland Data Analyst, Behaviorist, they both help qualify. Common Tailorbird. Alright. We'll play a Sandhill Crane. I mean, we could. I don't like it. Yeah, maybe I do like it because of Omni. You do Sandhill Crane, Spending a nectar. Take the seed spot. No, you take the big bird spot. Do that one instead. And then... yeah, Sandhill Crane is worth like 9 points. I think that's probably be good to pass up. 9 points because you can throw the seed to tuck 2 on it. And I think that's the only way we can get... I mean, yeah, and it allows us to spend nectar. Yeah, I'm convincing myself that you have to play Sandhill Crane. I don't think Indian Vulture is going to be worth 9 points. That is the wrong way to spend it. Hold on. Hold on. Do it correctly. There we go. It doesn't really matter what you spend here, but yes, you have to spend... you have to keep a seed in reserve so that we can actually utilize it. So we'll take this. The spot, I think either that or the seed spot is fine. Maybe the seed spot's slightly better. I'm not really sure. Oh well. This is not going to be a very good game for us, for a number of reasons. You can see all the accumulating value on her board. Like, look at all those caches and tucks, like, super strong. Whereas for us, like, Witchtail Eagles missed twice, Clark's Nutcracker has been rather disappointing. I think it's been, like, at a 50% hit rate. Can we throw a card? We might as well throw food. Yeah, you can throw a rat. Throw a rat. And then, you can even throw a fish, actually. Yeah, and the lorikeet has turned the forest nectar. So. In some world, the 1 point lorikeet is a negative 1 point play, but in another world where it allows you to win the nectar, a 5 point play. 6 point swing by winning the nectar. Gaston's Finch, good final bird. It's good to see a couple bonus cards, see what more value she can add to her board. This ground, not giving away this ground nest space may not actually be that bad at the end of things. I think we do have to play Puffin here. We play Puffin, then we connect. It's not so bad. Alright. Great Indian busted for 8. Okay, GG, we lose. We will connect everything in the wetlands. We'll take small clutch. Because it's points. What's that 8 point? Probably mech engineer. It looks like very mech engineering. And get a couple rats for absolutely no reason. Maybe there's a tiebreaker, I don't know. It's very unlikely, I think. We're getting destroyed this game. Hey, we win one end of round. Nice. And we'll spend our 2 eggs to get Benelli's Eagle into the game. Goodbye, Indian Vulture and Greater Adjutant. And yeah, I think, again, if we had taken the seed spot, then the Sandhill Crane could have... the Benelli's Eagle could have taken the large bird spot, so... Another little misplay that's cost me a point, so... Maybe about 4 or 5 points lost due to inefficiency there, but that's unlikely to make the difference, I think. Huge lead on birds, which is not unexpected given that she had a lot of accumulative value birds, but... Pain is going to start coming in now. Food on cards, tucked cards. We have absolutely nothing going for us, and should ultimately be a pretty comfortable margin for Kitty. Yeah, about 8-point margin, so well done to Kitty. Absolutely. She Poet the 6, unfortunate. Ethologist for 8. Ah, okay. Wildlife Gardener for 4, so not bad. Fat Cassin's Finch picking up a new bonus card, which was the Great Indian Bustard card, so I guess actually that is interesting. Maybe if she didn't find the 8-pointer, maybe things are a little bit different. What would she have needed to draw? Another 4-pointer? I mean, -8. And if I don't make those mistakes and get to 112, this game could have been winnable. But I think, on balance, we just made too many errors. I think, right around here, I think here is like where we started doing actually bad things. I think not getting this Grey-Lag Goose into the game at this point was probably a big mistake. That kind of had cascading implications because we could have tied this, we still would have won this. And I think, we didn't really get value out of Wilson Storm Petrel this game. We only used it like twice. And yeah, I think ultimately we just didn't play well enough. And maybe we could have won this if we had played slightly better. But all in all, I think he is a well-deserved victor. I think she had a really cracking start. I really like what she did. Build out that little forest engine. She stalled a little bit when she couldn't find that last forest bird, but in the end she found Lorikeet and made it all work, and swung the nectar, did a lot of really good things, and ultimately came away with the result. I think that is probably us dead in this tournament. I think we definitely needed to get a clean sweep in duets to make it through to the next round. Like basically you play the first 3 rounds and there's a cutoff before you go into the next round, but that's okay. We will continue to finish off our duet games. Duet's fun, and we'll finish as strong as we can. We'll see if this game actually ended up mattering or not at the end of things, so we'll see what happens when we get there. But yeah, GG's to Kitty. I think we learned a few things. I think we have to be a lot more forward-thinking and deliberate about how we do these things in duet. I think we definitely could have played that one slightly better than what we did. So we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully a better result.